How to follow the Canvas agenda and be successful in a flipped classroom. The agendas follow the same steps every day. This way, it'll be easy for you to remember what to do and in which order. First, you'll correct any practice problems that you were assigned the previous day. You'll correct them by looking at the projected image, just like we've been doing with our homework. Next, you'll watch the content video. This is the instruction for the day. It's important that you take notes during the video. Those notes will be turned in at the end of the video lesson. Then you do a quick check. This is a few problems to see how well you understood what was in the content video. You will correct it with the keys, and I'll tell you where those will be placed in the room. Based on your score on the quick check, you will either go to the reteach table with the teacher, or you will start on practice problems. Make sure you follow the steps in order. It is very important that every single one of these things are done in the correct order. I don't want you skipping to the end of the agenda. Follow it step by step. When you're watching the video, always stay on task. You are welcome to stop the video, pause it, rewind it, listen to something again, or simply watch the entire thing over again if you're not quite understanding it. But you do need to make sure you are staying on task. You should not be on any other apps, and you need to make sure that you are engaged in the process. I don't want you sitting there doing nothing. Now we're going to practice watching a content video and taking notes. We're going to start off with a very basic multiplication algorithm. But first we need to know what an algorithm is. Well, an algorithm is simply steps that we follow, and that's to solve a problem. So let's go ahead and start with a very basic algorithm. We'll do our multiplication algorithm. We will take 145 times 67. We are going to start by multiplying the top number by the bottom number, but only the digit in the ones place. So we'll do 7 times 5 is 35. We're only allowed to put the 5 down below in that ones position. The 3 must be carried to the tens place. 7 times 4 is 28. We need to add those 3 we already had, which gives us 31. And now we do 7 times 1 is 7. We add the 3 that we carried over, which will give us 10. Now we need to go ahead and multiply that top number by the bottom number, but only the digit in the tens place. Now, since we are multiplying by 60 and not just 7, we are actually going to put a 0 down below that 5 to hold that place value, because all of these numbers would have a 0 at the end of them because they're being multiplied by 60, not 6. So we'll do 6 times 5. That will give us 30. We're going to carry that 3. 6 times 4 will give us 24. We need to add the 3 we carried, which gives us 27. And then we are going to do 6 times 1 is 6. Add the 2 that we carried, which gives us 8. At this point, we now need to add those two products together. So we'll get 5 plus 0 is 5, 1 plus 0 is 1, 0 plus 7 is 7, and 1 plus 8 is 9, which gives us a grand total of 9,715. Now I'm going to give you a problem for you to try. Do 809 times 35. Pause the video, and when you hit play again, your answer will appear. The answer is 28,315. Let's practice with the division algorithm. You should remember the division algorithm from Dr. D, where it gives us divide, multiply, subtract, and bring down. Let's try these steps with 36.45 being divided by 5. So first we are going to go ahead and do the division step. How many times does 5 go into 3? Well, 5 goes into 3 0 times. 5 times 0 is 0. We do the subtract. 3 minus 0 is 3. And we bring down the next number, which is a 6. 5 goes into 36 7 times with 35. That's our multiplication step. Right before that we did the division. Now we'll subtract. gives us 1, and we will bring down a 4. Now it's very important when you have a decimal in your dividend that you put that decimal straight above it in your quotient or your answer. Now we'll go ahead and say 5 goes into 14. That would be 2 times with 10. Now we'll do the subtraction part. Bring down or subtract, that gives us a 4, and then we will bring down our 5. And we say 5 goes into 45 9 times, so our answer will be 7.29. Now let's go ahead and let you try a problem. We will have you divide 5,472 by 6. Go ahead and start, pause your video, and when you hit play again, your answer will appear. The quotient is 912. Next, we're going to learn how to turn in your notes. This is actually in Canvas as an assignment, so you need to submit the assignment. To turn in the assignment, we first make sure that we're in Math in Canvas, and that we're in the correct topic, and we're on the correct agenda, which today's is the topic 10 pre. In there, you'll see it tells us to view the content video and to turn in a photo of the notes on 10-pre notes assignment. So I will click on that assignment. And in the upper right-hand corner, it gives me a plus symbol that says Submit Assignment. I will click that next. Then it gives me a choice to upload a file or choose a file I've already uploaded. I am going to choose a file, and I want to take a photo because I do not have an existing one. As soon as I have done that, I will just go ahead and use the camera app and make sure I have my notes completely in the window. I take that picture. It gives me the option to either retake or use photo. I will use the photo, and then I can hit Submit Assignment. After that, I need to make sure that I go in and delete that photo from the photo app in my iPad. And there are instructions for that on the bottom of your notes assignment page. When we go back to our agenda page, step 2 says complete the Quick Check quiz. I will simply click on Quick Check quiz. It's going to open up that page for me. I will be able to see those problems and complete them. Make sure this is your own work. Do not work with partners on your Quick Check quiz. I want to know what you know, not what your partner knows. When you've done that, you will go correct your quiz, and based on your score, that will tell you where you will go next. For instance, on this quiz, you would actually, if you missed, or if you had 0, 1, or only 2 right, you would go to the teacher table for reteaching. If you had 3 or 4 right, you would just move on to your practice problems. That is the end of the instruction video for right now. Go ahead and take your Quick Check quiz.